HOA Karen destroyed my fence, so I demolished her pool house. The HOA president fined me $5,000 for my illegal fence, not knowing my great-grandfather wrote the town's zoning laws. Let me tell you about the day I made a grown woman cry on her own front lawn. I live in a 1920s craftsman house that's been in my family for 4 generations. Beautiful place, original woodwork, wraparound porch, and this gorgeous hand-carved oak fence my great-grandfather built with his own 2 hands nearly 100 years ago. Enter Diane, the new HOA president, moved into the neighborhood 8 months ago and immediately decided she was going to modernize everything. She hated my fence from day one, said it was an eyesore, said it disrupted the visual harmony of the street, started leaving passive-aggressive notes on my door about community standards. I ignored her. Big mistake. Because 3 weeks ago, I came home from work to find half my fence missing, ripped out, gone. Just a pile of century-old oak sitting in a dumpster in my driveway. Diane was standing on the sidewalk with her clipboard, smiling like she just won the lottery. Before you say anything, she said, I'm authorized under HOA Guideline 14C to remove non-compliant structures. You have 30 days to pay the $5,000 removal fee, or we place a lien on your property. She tilted her head. Rules are rules, honey. I stood there, looked at the dumpster, looked at her, and something inside me just went quiet. I didn't yell, didn't argue. I just nodded slowly and said, You're right, Diane. Rules are rules. Then I walked inside my house, went to the fireproof safe in my basement, and pulled out a yellowed envelope that hasn't been opened since 1987. See? Here's what Diane didn't know. My great-grandfather wasn't just some carpenter. He was the town's original surveyor, the man who literally drew the property lines for this entire neighborhood. And in 1925, when the first homeowners association was formed, he made sure to get something very specific in writing. I made 3 phone calls that night. The next morning, I was standing on my front lawn with coffee in my hand when 2 vehicles pulled up. Mr. Henderson, the city surveyor, stepped out of a county truck. Behind him, my attorney, Patricia Vance from Vance & Associates. Diane came running out of her house immediately. She thought they were there to help her enforce more violations. Oh, good, she said, marching over with her clipboard. Are you here about the fence issue? Because I have all the documentation right here for the removal order. Ma'am, Mr. Henderson interrupted. I'm here at the homeowner's request. He pointed at me. This homeowner. I handed Patricia the envelope. She pulled out document 1, a grandfather clause exemption dated March 14th, 1925, signed by the town's founding board, stating that this specific property is permanently exempt from all HOA aesthetic regulations in perpetuity. Diane's smile flickered. Patricia pulled out document 2, a certified surveyor's map, freshly verified by Mr. Henderson, showing that Diane's pool house, that nice little addition she built last summer, sits exactly 3 feet and 4 inches over the property line, onto my land. Diane went pale. Then Patricia handed her document 3, a cease and desist order from the county, plus an itemized invoice for $15,200 for the restoration of a historically protected antique fence that Diane had illegally destroyed. Diane's face turned a color I can only describe as foreclosure gray. You can't, she stammered. Actually, Patricia said, he can, and you have 90 days to either demolish your pool house or purchase that land from my client at fair market value, which, given current rates, is approximately $47,000. Diane dropped her clipboard. Mr. Henderson tipped his hat. Ma'am, I'd also recommend reviewing Section 12B of City Code before your next HOA meeting. Unlawful destruction of protected structures carries a separate municipal fine. She didn't say another word, just turned and walked back into her house. Last week, I watched a demolition crew tear down her pool house. I sat on my porch, drank my coffee, and waved. Rules are rules, honey.